Uh, are we live?
Yeah, I just clicked to go live.
Okay. I wasn't watching.
Just waiting now. I went like 3 hours ago and said that would be live on my page and all that stuff. So
Yeah.
thank you.
Oh, notices don't go out fast when you haven't been online for a while. You get that
Yeah.
late notice. And I don't know how to set up the simulcast. I think you have to do it. I
The
don't know.
what?
You figured it out. I never figured out how to simulcast from two streams.
Oh yeah. I don't. I think they took that feature away for free
Oh,
because I don't. I didn't. I haven't seen
yeah.
it
I don't
since.
see a button up on top anymore that where you can link in.
Yeah, it's how I used to
I
stream
don't
it.
know. Users may have complained from people simulcasting without permission.
Oh, you think so?
Possibly. I don't know.
Huh.
This is going to be on our recording discussing this.
Oh yes, the recording of what?
Us
What
chit
we don't.
chatting while we're waiting for people to make them get
What's the
noticed.
good, the good, the bad, the ugly of StreamYard?
All
Should
the
I
stuff
miss
we have to
StreamYard
go
being?
through to run a channel that people aren't aware of.
Actually, I miss StreamYard at $25 an hour, $25 a month.
Yeah.
I loved that because it was, you know, it it was affordable.
Yeah. Now it's like financing a car.
Oh yeah. Mhm.
Yeah. People don't realize all the hidden costs to run a channel. I think it's funny because you know, I love watching Brenda and Anne's nervous about going live, but she does lives with Brenda all the time, but she's not
Oh
controlling
yeah.
the channel. And she realized that there's a little more work running this channel versus being live on with somebody that's running the channel. Because unless you have your shared control set up and stuff, which are sort of a pain in the butt to set up.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, I should have sent notices out through my messenger on everybody to everybody that's in my phone directory
Oh yeah.
to let people know we're going to be on your channel live.
True. I can always look right now, see who's out there.
You have a lot of people in your messenger, don't you?
Uh huh.
Yeah, send heads up. I'm live. Can join us. I haven't heard it ring through on my phone. It hasn't popped up on my screen yet. The notice,
No, I'm looking, Kathy.
but I get a pop up from my YouTube normally. I'm gonna flip over to my YouTube really quick. It's Secrets of the Red Moon, right?
Uh huh.
I typed in.
Oh, it doesn't come up anymore.
No, I had extra stuff on there.
Oh, why is it my computer not liking me?
Secrets Under the Moonlight. I'm getting everybody's channel but yours, and I typed in your channel name.
That's weird. Or I wonder, since I changed my name to come up as Dean R, I wonder if that's why you can't find it.
You changed your channel name?
I didn't change my channel name. I just, like, you see where my comments are? It says Dean R. I just changed that so that my name would come
I
up as.
typed in Secrets of the Red Moon. Oh,
Try searching for Dean R.
no. It said Moonlight. That's why. I don't know why I typed in Moonlight. I was illuminating your moon.
Oh, I guess it didn't like it very much, did it?
It's still not coming up.
I already told you.
It should be right at the top. Hold on. Let me. You look for live feeds.
I told you, try do Dean R.
No, it just starts naming a bunch of deans.
Dean space R period.
Nope. Secrets of the Red Moon, right?
I already told you, Kathy. Type in my name, Dean.
I
Space
did. It's not taking it.
God.
Did, there's a channel called Secrets of the Blood Moon. I don't get it because I'm subscribed to your channel. It should pop up first. Maybe it's I give up.
Oh, I found it when I typed in Secrets of the Red Moon.
Let me reopen my YouTube channel. I didn't see the sign in on it. There's my subscriptions. Here it is. Okay.
Yeah, so I don't know what's going on with the whole broadcasting thing anymore.
Yeah. I don't know. I can set it up on mine and cut and paste your PayPal in.
That's crazy. 10 minutes now and nothing.
Yeah. I
And
don't
that's
think, because I still haven't received a notification. So your notices aren't going out. I'm going to stop, reset my notifications. That's what happens when you're not. I know my notifications were delaying too.
it's almost like you need to go live for a half an hour before you even want to go live, just so your notifications go out.
Yeah, but then you've got dead air, you know. Well, we could do some just general readings if you want,
We could.
and that way people will start getting those notifications.
Yeah.
So I know your notifications will go out, because after you did your last live, you had a bunch of people come in after you'd gone off air and viewed it. So they were just getting a really delayed notification.
Oh yeah.
You just do some I don't know, political readings.
Okay.
So what do you want to read on? When people come in, we can, and at least it'll be out there, and
Oh
people
yeah.
have to reset their notification button so that it resets the notification so they get them when we launch a program.
Okay. I'm sure we kind of know this. Why did Mike Johnson decide to go on vacation early?
To recess?
Yes. Why was the House?
Well, that one.
Why was Congress forced into recess early? Which, you know what?
I don't
In my
think that's
opinion, if they get a recess early, they should have to pay back some of those days.
I'm sorry, shutting down. I don't think they should have the right to shut down like that myself.
Mm-mm.
Hey, Gene, let's just vote. I'm on a vacation this week, so
Yeah.
on my employer's expense, with no deduction in wages or anything, because I'm salary based. I'm gonna pay for our $10 million golf trip to Scotland.
Right.
Well, how to read this? I'm getting the Ace of Wands. He's taking action. He's making a unilateral decision. And the Four of Pentacles, because they're trying to hold on to the narrative. Is what my guides are telling me. We're coming into the reading. This is all based on heartbreak and embarrassment and things that they're trying to hide that will embarrass the president. Above, I get the Queen of Cups. Yeah, this is, basically they're trying to keep the information and control of the narrative and the emotions under wrap, because this is costing their party. Below, it doesn't matter. It's illuminating itself anyways. Despite his action, all it did was shine a light on the cover up. So it's backfiring. And the near future, they get the Seven of Swords. They're trying to rise above the topic and control the narrative and issue, but it's not going to work because the Chariot's moving swiftly. it's going to get forced back on the table as soon as they come back to, because it's a topic that
When we come
nobody
back to
can
session.
go of. The Queen of Wands is taking control of the situation. This is required action. I don't know who the Queen of Wands is. I think it's We the People, to tell you the truth, or the MAGA party insisting on not letting the topic go.
Oh yeah.
The GOP is fighting as hard as they can with the Knight of Swords. They're ready to do battle on this, not letting those files out, that information out. I think they're going to lose in the end. The final outcome is the Three of Pentacles. They're going to have to work with everybody in the Congress and make a decision on allowing at least parts or something out. And this may be to do with up and coming depositions of Jesseline, although there's something to read about now. Because I'm getting a hit that Jesseline is trying to get a pardon, and she thinks she's cut a deal, which I don't see Trump actually following through with. To come in and testify on selected information that of his choosing, which basically he's going to try to throw some Democrats under the bus, but not reveal anything about his involvement. And I don't think it's going to be received as her honestly testifying, to tell you the truth.
They already had her sworn testimony.
I know, but anything she has to contribute about what's in the files that hasn't been released to the public, he's trying to control her narrative. And she can get up and testify, oh, he's innocent, blah, blah, blah. Which I don't know about you, but if she came out and declared, oh, they were friends, but he didn't have anything to do with anything, I don't believe it. Especially after making statements like, well, he stole my girls, I'm sorry, you were running a spa with minors. Okay. That's just weird all in its own. It should be like serving alcohol. You should have to be a certain age to serve alcohol. Most states you have to be 21, to serve alcohol.
Actually, it's 18.
You're working in a spa environment.
Well, what I got on it was
for entertainment purposes only.
Oh yes. What I got on it from the center of my reading, I have the Four of Pentacles and the Page of Wands in reverse. To me, this is all about being able to control the narrative, right? Being able to control the narrative, the secrets that are there.
Poor job of it.
It's not allowing. The reason why I say secrets, because in this, at least in this Four of Pentacles, there's a safe there.
Yeah.
Unleashing those secrets that are hidden. Yeah. And it's being crossed by the Four of Cups, of all things. It's like things they want to keep hidden and buried, but not necessarily want to shine light on or want to accept. So by going to on recess early, they could kind of prevent that and hold up the timeline just by enough so that when the voting windows open, they're not going to want to be dealing with that. And
so also they can vote on dealing with it, and then they'll table it for later.
Yeah, and it allows them to focus on other things like the previous presidencies and
American people
admins that were there, so they can control that. Which, at this point, those stories have been overly scrutinized several years ago. So
now that Trump has fired, like the Department of Labor and things like that, he's going to have positions to fill. So they're going to want to focus on filling those positions with new sycophants,
Mhm.
that's more important to focus on. Let's just not talk about Epstein.
On the surface, I have the lovers in reverse, which these are the contracts that they want, like, again, buried, keep buried, those secrets,
Secret
those
agreements.
yeah, those contracts, those
Ships.
binding deals, the relationships. They want to keep those hidden. In the past, it was the Ace of Cups. It was like, yeah, it's a club. Yeah, everybody's welcome. Everybody's can have fun. There's,
Socializing.
there's no there's no
Nothing to see here.
yeah, there's nothing to see here other than what's your whistle.
Grab my
Uh,
coffee.
it was like playboys that were able to have fun, but not in a controlled environment. Like, it's like, think of it like going to Playboy Manor, but yet
Yeah.
without any rules.
Without an invite, you're not invited.
Yeah, it's on a personal invite only. Above the situation, I do have the Ace of Wands in this, and this is like allowing me to say that I feel that they know their truths. They know it's all about controlling. Again, it's all about controlling that light source, that energy that's around it. It's all about controlling that. Short-term future is the Three of Cups. This is the I see this as the three ring circus here. The the Congress, legislative, judicial, and executive branch having to work together, but there's no partnership. It's all based in control. There's no three, it's one.
And that would be the dictator in chief.
Yeah.
Control the narrative.
When it comes to like why they were all gone, the energy around them is all about the Six of Wands in reverse. There's no victory, only failure there. And that's why they know, even if they redacted the information of 45, that people are still going to know it's him. Because you can read
As
everything around what's been redacted. So you're going to know.
I thought a neat observation that Libby makes about that victory card. It's a false victory because if you look at the details on the card, nobody's cheering for the victor. They're just all standing around him. He's cheering himself on. So it's a false victory.
And
I thought,
this,
what a great
the
observation. I never looked
people,
at that card that way until I heard her.
and then it's followed by the tower, the what's outward around this issue. It's the tower. It's we the people are trying to pull back these onion layers and trying to really get the answers, trying to seek these answers out, and really want to understand who was a part of it to hold them accountable. Because nobody can be that ignorant.
I think
Hopes and fears.
testimony comes out. I don't really think we're going to hear provable proof who's involved. I think it's going to be a fed information, people he wants to take down.
And this Queen of Wands is in the hopes and fears in reverse, but it doesn't really matter because it goes either way. And this to me is allowing for 45 to work with Ghislaine Matthews to kind of control the narrative. And yet he doesn't know like which way she's going to swing either way, which I think is ridiculous how they have her put in a low like a minimum security place in Texas.
That doesn't even accept that type of convict with charges. That's not even part of their protocol to allow that kind of convict to be in that facility. Is the part that gets me.
And there's Knight of Pentacles for the future that has over this, the long term, is the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. So they're making swift, reckless judgments based on this. They're overreacting instead of just being upfront and honest and be truthful and saying, yeah, I screwed up, or yes, we screwed up, or what have you, whatever that narrative is, and own it. it's
Boys will
not
be
only is it,
boys. I think is the narrative they want.
yeah, whatever that is, it's going to be a loss of money. It's follow the money with this. Who has the most to lose out of this? And quite
Well, the thing
honestly,
is, there's so many. If they let everything out, there would be so many worldwide people on those lists and in those logs and in that information. It could be very detrimental, not just to Trump, but to world leaders and politicians all over the world because
hmm now I will
it
say this:
does.
when it comes to when we've heard talks about Ghislaine was more vicious than Epstein ever was in this aspect, the more I look like, was she really the ringleader in all of this,
She
or
was
was
the
there
recruiter, he
other?
was the controller.
hmm
She was the contact list. She was the one with the connections.
Yeah, and I still have my doubts on the whole if Epstein committed suicide. I just don't think that's possible.
I think he was suicided.
Yes,
I think he had some help. I don't think it was but
yeah.
you know,
And honestly, I think he knew the least about all of this, and I think he was treated as a fall guy. Just
oh
saying.
yeah.
I could be wrong. I could be wrong. I've been known to be wrong.
He had something on so many people, and I think he was blackmailing a lot of people.
Because, like, in his frame of mind, like, if I have to suffer, why am I suffering alone when there was other people that
You
contribute
know,
to this?
even when he got prosecuted, they cut unbelievable sweetheart deals for him. You know, he got a hand slap. Oh, soliciting a prostitute was his charge. Work release order. So he got to go into his office and do whatever the hell he did in his office all day and just show up to take a nap and just sleep in jail. I mean, and he had hundreds of charges against him. You know, how they managed to make that kind of agreement and not even consulting the victims that were pressing the charges is beyond me.
Yeah. What else should we read on?
Well, let's read on. What does Trump's administration look like from now until the first of the year?
Okay, for the next 6 months,
For the next,
7 months.
yeah, 6 months, 7 months.
Okay.
I'm seeing like January through January. Yeah, so that would be 6 months. Cards have to say. Oh, hilarious.
Oh, well, it looks like to start things off, there will be trying to make deals between the houses or partnerships. I don't know exactly know what that's going to look like, but the first card I got in this, Kathy, was the Four of Wands in this, which is interesting in itself. The underlining card, the card on the bottom of my deck, is the Three of Swords
It's a
in
five
reverse.
of
The Three of Swords. So this could be that there's been like healing and there's been, I'm not saying a physical bloodshed, but there's been light to truth and being accountability, shock factors going wild, to allow people to come together again, to talk out, hash out ideas, I would say. Uh, but but being overly cautious of those who have when it comes to finances, being overly cautious of those who have the influence with money, because I do have the Page of Pentacles in reverse in that, and it's being crossed with the High Priestess in reverse. So I feel like even though there may be some crap brought to the surface, there's still going to be some issues of a lack of trust, a lack of listening to intuition. It's like people they know the crap has happened, but yet they aren't listening to learn lessons. They're not. It's like there's like no trust in a way. On the surface, there's Three of Pentacles. So again, there is partnerships. There is a need to and a desire to come together and start those talks again, but there's no trust. If that makes sense. I don't.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
like
that makes
the
sense.
cards are flipping. They contradict each other from the next. So the only way I can think is it's yes, but there's no trust.
Which is
Because
why
the
you can't get
past-
any trade agreements. There's no
because
trust.
the past, I have the Hierophant in reverse because people that were in power, that had the power of influence, were leading people down a slippery slope. Above the situation that have the Ace of Wands in reverse, again, whatever is leading up to this, people are slow to move, slow to make final decisions or step into certain situations where that may crash and burn. It's like people are fearful of the unknown, but want to talk and try to work and resolve differences. Short-term future, I have the Two of Pentacles. Again, it's finding that balance. Who do you trust? What do you not trust? Is it people with money, the strong influence, or is it the working class that actually drive that drive our economy? Again, it's all about who do we trust? How do we balance ourselves out? How do we balance the purse out? How do we balance our books out? I don't know. Let's see. Advice from Spirit, the way I'm seeing. I have the Page of Wands. There's creative mindsets that might be influencing the situation, but again, nobody's locking down to any ideas. The Magician, the environment around it. Again, I think it's fear-based because nobody knows what everybody's end game is going to be. So, but if there's no hope, there's a leap of faith, then we're going to bear whatever fruit that we get from this. Hopes and fears, we have Two of Wands here. So again, we're going into it's like preparing for what we could happen, what doesn't happen. It's like we're either over preparing, we're under preparing, and not taking a step forward. And the final outcome card is the Justice in reverse, which people are fearful for what is to come, what could come of whatever they get their feet wet. To me, it just seems
It's almost like we're expecting a certain level of karmic justice, but I don't think we're going to get
it's like
what
hope, but there's no leap of faith.
We can't weigh what that justice is the outcome of what justice is going to be. That's sort of what we consider should be the punishment's not necessarily how it's going to unfold. It may unfold in a very different light.
Mm-hmm. What'd you get?
Well, the underlying card of my reading is that Five of Swords, that the thief in the night, winning at all costs, him trying to control that narrative, trying to disarm everything. I come into the reading is from the near past is the Six of Cups, that nostalgia card. This and funny because when I looked at the card, my guide said, notice that he's got flowers all over the cups, hiding the contents of the cups. He doesn't want, and the children in the center, youthful young girls and boys in this narrative. He's trying to control people looking at his past. And that's what this card is representing is the past that we're trying to open up. It's funny, in the center of the reading, I've got the moon cards, secrets, hidden secrets that we're wanting to reveal. It's open those hidden secrets. And it's crossed by, of all things, the Tower. And this is going to continue to burden him for the next 6 months. He's not going to be able to control this narrative. Above him, I get the Two of Swords, and my guide said, notice that there's that moon holding all the secrets, and he's trying to control which direction this is going to go, what's going to be revealed, what's not going to be revealed. How can he keep that secret tied up? And he's blindfolded in how to accomplish this. And this is the current struggle, is what he's trying to weigh all his options to protect himself. And underlying card, he's putting all his efforts into the cover-up, working hard in the GOP. That party is trying to work hard to keep this under wraps, control this narrative, not let it out. In the process of this moving into the future, I get the High Priestess, but my guides are saying this High Priestess he's losing his faithful followers rather than being the high priest that he sees himself as, that chosen one, that God, that connective energy. He's downgrading, and he's not controlling this narrative, and so he's losing there will always be some faithful followers, but he's not controlling that narrative anymore. Where he's at in this next 6 months, he's going to have sleepless night after sleepless night. He's with this Nine of Swords. It's going to keep, the press isn't going to let go. The people aren't going to let go. It's going to be a topic that just keeps haunting him. And he's trying to be the Queen of Swords and control the truth. But he doesn't, he can manipulate only so much. He can't control the narrative to the point that he can't convince people to stop talking about it. Advice from Spirit, I get the Four of Wands. And the thing my guide said is, please note this is both parties. It's reflected in a green dress and a red dress. We have a governmental foundation that used to work. We're not working in conjunctions either. We have the foundation to run a sound government, but they're not working together right now. And it's almost like they're walking away from the White House, walking away from the celebration that's not happening is the atmosphere, because there's no people in this particular card. There's no people in the background, and the buildings behind this appear to be the White House. So it's like, is everybody walking away eventually? But we have a foundation to rebuild this government. We're going to have to allow this to play out. Now, and I'm getting a cold chill on that one. And the final outcome of this is the Knight of Pentacles. And this is that Knight that is non-movement. Yes, he's damaging us economically. I think, my guys are saying we're not going to have financial increase right now, but we're not going to fall totally to the bottom of the pool either. There'll be many people that manage to, we're going to manage to get through this. Yeah, we will suffer. We will have losses. We won't have a lot of gain moving forward, but we're not going to come out 100% devastated. We will come through this. But right now, that's about where it's going to go in January. It's just going to be that non-movement of the financial market. I'm going to clarify that card. I get that Pentacles. We're going to have to work charitably with our neighbors, with each other, to sustain ourselves. And I've heard several readers, including myself, say, start networking, start preparing. Don't go crazy shopping, stocking up like war is going to break out, but make sure you build your staples. Work with your neighbors. Share services. If you can mow a lawn and you need a haircut, and the gal next door can cut hair, make an agreement to exchange, barter. And work with your neighbors. Help feed somebody, or plan meals together where you can put resources together and feed many instead of just yourself. Things like that. I get the Justice card to clarify this, Pinnacle. Once justice is served and we move into that point where we're seeing justice in regards to him being in office, then we'll start seeing shift. That may not be until midterms, because I don't know how far this is coming out. This is the devil energy, suppression, depression. That's what we're going through right now. This is clarifying that Pinnacle too. He's suppressing our economy. He's suppressing the people. He's trying to control the narrative, and this isn't going to work. But that's the energy through January. We're going to get more of what we're getting. I don't say we're falling completely, but we're not coming through. But final card, final pull. The sun will shine through. Things will surface soon. I think it'll be after January, though. And my guys are saying, yes, after January, we're going to start seeing changes. What those changes are, I don't know. He'll either try to flee the country, he'll end up in a mental institute, he'll step down, they'll Amendment 25. The election results, international election results. I keep on seeing all those in my personal visions, things that we talk about behind the scenes, but I haven't been reading on. I actually see it coming out that they can prove that the elections were stolen, and it's not going to be coming from just the United States investigations. It's international investigations that will be able to factually prove that the elections were stolen, and it wasn't just the U.S. elections. It was multiple elections in different countries, and they used the same systems, the same patterns are showing up. It makes it undisputable.
Mm-hmm.
And they've got the receipts. And I think Elon Musk, and this is let's read on this. Will Elon Musk turn states' evidence to throw Trump's elections under the bus and reveal how numbers were manipulated if he was involved? Is he going to do that? Is he going to turn states' evidence for a handshake deal to get out of the country to throw Trump under the bus? Because I keep on seeing it happening.
I heard yes.
So let's read on it, though. Let's see what the cards have to say. Will Elon Musk throw Trump under the bus, turn states' evidence, and reveal how they stole the election? Besides just his petty $1 million for your vote offer. Because that's just a fish on a string dangling out there. It was more than so. Oh, interesting. And the funny thing, turn states' evidence. Trump runs the DOJ, so he's going to have to do it above DOJ. He's going to have to do it FBI or international or some, CIA, whatever. He's going to have to go up above the AG. Although I don't see her staying in office very much longer. Well, the underlying card of this reading, I get the Ace of Cups. That's a yes.
I got Ace of Cups.
Oh, really? That's amazing, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Followed by the Two of Pentacles, balance, and the Two of Cups, working in partnership with somebody to get to reveal this. So that's a yes. And then he's going to walk away. There's him walking away. They're going to give him walking papers. Yes, for your information and your divulge, you can walk away. Bye-bye.
I heard yes, but when I look at this energy, I do have the Ace of Cups. It's like him turning over a new leaf, wants to protect himself, I would say, in his investments, his contracts.
I think he'll
Going to the,
lose all his federal contracts. When
Mhm,
they'll allow him to walk away, he can, he's got money hidden all over the place.
mhm. And that's probably why I have the Ace of Swords here, follow with the Five of Swords here. That's coming
I have the
up.
Ace of Swords too.
This is coming up out of somebody's control with that Five of Swords. It's him out, like with it being reversed. It's allowing himself to get out of that mental frustration, that being under control or being controlled or controlling somebody. I also have the Devil in reverse. Again, control, manipulation, shedding a light on the truth. And it's going to end in heartache to some degree for him
Mm-hmm.
because I do have the Three of Swords. So the truth will set you free in an aspect, but it will also,
It'll be at a cost.
yeah. Because I also, in the underlining card, I get the King of Swords in reverse, which is saying, if you did this underhand stuff, what else have you done? And Two of Pentacles, the Hanged Man, the Six of Swords. Yeah. This pretty much finishes him with government contracting, I would say.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Okay. I come into the reading, with that ace, that yes card, him yes, making a deal, walking away, being the underlying cards of the reading. The first card in the reading coming from his current situation, his current. He's right now. He's the hangman. He is trying to take a look from a higher perspective of what is his next move. How is he going to protect himself? His companies are failing. He's got new government contract. He's trying to play nicey. Let's make a deal with Trump and give me new contracts and I'll give you kickbacks, etc. Whatever that deal is that he's got going on with Trump. But he needs an out. He's financially losing money. Yeah, he's still the welfare king of the government contract, but that's not lasting forever. He's trying to get stock agreements done with Tesla and things like that. That's tanking. Those partnerships he sees coming to an end, and their stock isn't worth crap anymore, to put it bluntly. But the center of the reading, I get that Nine of Swords, the sleepless nights. He's just trying to figure out how to go about the best game plan to protect himself. And just like Trump, he is also a narcissist. It's all about him, all about protecting himself. He'll do what he can to play nicey with Trump, manipulate the situation, etc. But he's having a lot of sleepless nights. How to go about coming up on top. It's crossed by the Knight of Swords. That's him taking that warrior action. Yes, this is supporting that. I need to take action. Throw him under the bus, protect myself. He sees this is the card above him. He sees this putting him in the position of power, rising above the situation. It allows him to rise above it, take control of the situation, and find an out. This is an action card. This is telling me he is going to rise above it and take some kind of action to protect himself. And underneath, I get that Ace of Swords. He's going to come up and tell the truth. He's going to control the narrative, though. He's going to rise above and control the narrative of how he is going to release that information, but he's going to make sure he protects himself. What does he get out of this into the future? He gets to move forward. He gets that happy family. He gets abundance. He gets to escape. He gets to leave us a quiet life, a quiet emotional life. We'll see him drop out of the major mainstream business of SpaceX and all that stuff. He'll lose those contracts. I'm seeing in the future. I thought somebody came in the room, but it's going to allow him to move forward and live a happy life someplace else. He can live on his riches, his properties, whatever, but he'll get out of the United States in the process. His current environment, he still sees himself as powerful as the king. He thinks of himself as the emperor, the second president. He's trying to control and manipulate this, just like Trump is trying to control and manipulate his power. He feels like he's co-president. He's purchased his position. He sees himself in partnership still. He's trying to work through, what is my next move? How am I going to win this partnership? Advice from Spirit, they're telling him, hey, dude, you've got the 9 of Swords. You've got obstacles in your way. You need to take an action to free yourself from this. And I think that's what his total contemplation right now is. How am I going to go about this? How am I going to protect myself? What do I need to get lined up? He's already making contacts with powers above. And he's not talking to Kash Patel. He's not talking to Bondi. He's going above that ladder. He's got information that can be utilized. And he's aware that there's other investigations that are not declared investigations going on still. He can make some kind of an agreement to turn state's evidence, protect himself, and flee to the U.S. and go to someplace where he will be protected from extraditions. The final outcome card is that 10 of Wands. He's going to carry burdens on his way out, but he's willing to take the losses. He'll carry those burdens of the constant, continued financial losses to escape. Clarifying cards. Yeah, that will make him the Queen of Pentacles. He'll have enough money to live on, live a good life, to do as he pleases, but he's not going to, be that constant moneymaker anymore. He'll have to settle down
and live a modest life.
And live a more wealthy, modest life, yeah. And more tempered. He'll have to find his temperance. He'll get out of the business game. He'll just disappear and we won't hear about him much anymore. He'll be spotted now and then, but he's not going to be running Tesla. I think he's going to get dethroned off that soon anyways. But yeah, that's what I'm getting. Yeah, I do see him throwing Trump under the bus, protecting himself and getting the hell out of Dodge. You can only milk it for what you can milk it for before it's over.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I see them. Any way you look at it, I see him losing government contracts in the next year or two. And
alrighty, well, I'm going to go ahead and end this.
Anyways, that was sort of fun. We haven't read political forever, other than privately.
No, we haven't.